God keeps sending these wonderful people here to Spiritual Downloads, and we are loving it. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. But when we come back, we have another guest that's going to be on the line with us, and he is the rapper True, and he's going to explain to us how that he came by with that name, and there's some funny letters connected to that, and we don't understand it, but he's going to explain it to us. All right, folks, so we got to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to be with the rapper True. Stay with us.
Hey. While lacking truthful statements, fantasy living used as tools to escape real life situations. We went from morals and principles to a moral yet legal existence. Yet wonder why it seems the hearts and minds have died of our children, stuck in a place where love is distorted, ingenuity scarce, where truth is choked for standing and speaking.
Welcome back to Spiritual Downloads. I'm your host, Anna Stephenson. And next up, we have a rapper that's going to be a gospel rapper who's going to be talking with us by the name True. He's all the way from Columbia, South Carolina. And his latest release is The People. That's his single, The People. And that song speaks to the current social issues of the world, and it deals with different social issues that you've heard about. And the rapper True, his song speaks to us about pointing our fingers at other people when we really should be taking a good look at our own faults. All right, folks, this is for the people. Welcome to Spiritual Downloads. Rapper True, it's great to have you with us.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's great to have you with us. Now, I got to just get right into the name True. Okay? Because now I notice you don't spell it TRU. How do you spell True?
I spell it with the number 2, the letter R, the letter U, and the number 3, and it's pronounced True, like TRUE.
Okay, that's different. That's very different. And the number 2 and R. U3, when I look at that, that's all I see, the number 2 and the letter R and the letter U and the letter 3. But you see the word True.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
a
different.
unique way of putting it together.
Okay, it's different, but it's cool. I like it. Now, you are a gospel rapper. Am I correct?
I would say no to that.
Okay, so how do you classify yourself? What category do you fit in?
I just say that I'm a hip-hop artist. My music, of course, it does have a message in it. I keep it clean. I'm not, promoting the drugs and all of that stuff. And
Okay.
I do have intention of pointing people in the direction of God, but I don't, like every line in my song is not, a scripture here, a scripture there. Jesus died on the cross, died for the lost, etc., etc. My music, the way it comes across, is the same regular format as if you heard a song from a secular artist, but the message is different and what it represents is different.
Okay. All right. Now, why did you choose the name True? Why did you choose? Why did you choose that name? Because you feel like you're speaking the truth?
Well, yeah, that's one part of it. But the other part mainly is because, when rapping, at least how it used to be, when you pick a rap name and everything that you're doing with your music and what you're saying, it's supposed to be real. It's supposed to be, true. Whatever you're saying, it's supposed to be true, really coming from your heart and everything.
Okay.
So I picked that name True, one, because I wanted to have a name that was representing me and representing what I was trying to do. So I'm trying to be true my own self. Things I say and put out, I want to live up to what I say. I don't want to be a hypocrite. So that's one reason why I chose the name True, and also, like you said, because I am trying to speak the truth and put it out to the people too.
Okay, now you have a unique sound, True. You have a unique sound. And when I listen to that sound, this is for the people. I saw you on YouTube, and for those of you listening, go check him out on YouTube. Um, and you're a young person, but your sound is an older sound. Where does that come from? Did you listen to older people? And have you heard that before?
I mean, I've heard before that, that song has I've heard someone say that song has a 70s feel to it, or they'll just say it has an old school feel to it. And I really appreciate that because, like you said, even though I'm young, my personality and the way that I am, I mean, people tell me all the time that I'm young with an old soul. And I think that just carries over into my music, too. I never got into Marvin Gaye and all of that growing up, but when I got older, I started looking back, from the beginning when these people first started and just catching up. And that music, it hits me a certain way that no other music really moves me. Just the older music, the 1990s rap and everything, and the way the beats were, they had so much soul and feeling in them. That music just moves me a certain way that nothing else does.
Okay, well, that's really great because, I really like that. I love that catchy beat. I love that tune. This is for the people, and I mean, you're really speaking to the people. How, for those who are listening, how did they get a hold of that? Is this a new song, a new single that is out now or is coming out? How do people get a hold of this?
Yeah, The People is a single from my upcoming debut EP called Alpha the Beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get The People on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play. You can stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, all those different digital retailers.
Okay, that's iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. And I want to make sure that they have the correct spelling. So when they go to YouTube and when they're checking you out on Facebook and social media and all those different places, that is 2RU3. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I mean, if you just type that in Google, you'll see the whole front page is all related to me and everything. So you can easily find me out there like that.
All right, folks, Google him. 2RU3, okay? And listen to This Is For the People, for the people. I mean, it's a catchy tune. I was singing it all the way, I have an hour drive to the studio, and I was singing it all the way here, because once you hear it, it stays in your head. And I think that's pretty cool because it's as if God anointed you to put that out.
Right.
Now, did you grow up in church?
Yeah, I did. I grew up in my granddad's church that he started, and it's basically right now pretty much a family church, but, we always trying to get new people in, so I won't be like that.
Now, only because I'm running out of time, but I only got 3 minutes, but when you wrote this song for the people, was there anything particular going on at the time that you were watching around you? Because that song carries a lot of weight. There's a lot in that song, and it really speaks to people, and that song carries a heavy message. You're a young person. Were you observing anything going on in the world at the time?
At the exact moment I wrote that song, I would say no, but what happened is, I made the beat and everything, and I listened to it, and just listening to it, the song pulled all of that out of me. I am observant, but it just pulled out things that I've always had inside of me, thoughts I've always had, and it just happened to be very relevant to what we see right now.
Wonderful, wonderful. So it's as if God put this inside of you. That's really awesome. All right, folks, we are talking with True. That is spelled 2RU3. You can just Google him on the internet. You can listen to his song on The People. This is for the people on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am, you're right. And Google Play on your Android phone, too.
Okay, and Google Play on your Android phone. And you can hit him up on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we only have a minute left. Is there anything you'd like for our listeners to know?
I just want everybody to know that, True is an artist that means what he says and does his best to represent what he says inside the music, outside the music. And I really plan to be a major artist who still represents everything I'm talking about right now, making a change in the world.
Well, that's wonderful. Are you available if somebody who's listening and they wanted you to come to Miami to sing at their church or at an event or anything? Are you available to fly in?
Oh, yeah. I don't have a problem doing that.
Okay. For some of you churches who are listening right now, hey, listen, hit them up. How do they contact you? Do they contact you or just go to your website or something?
Yeah, you could go to my website, and at the bottom you should see something that says contact, and just put your name and email address and type your little message in there and click send, and it should come straight to me. And you can also hit me up through Twitter at _2RU3, and I should get it.
Okay, and what is the website? The website is the same thing, 2RU3.com. What is the website?
Oh, the website is truemusic.com.
Okay.
2RU3music.com.
Okay, folks, you got that, 2RU3music.com. And this is for the people. It's one of those songs, once you hear it, you cannot get it out of your head, because I can't get it out of my head, True. I can't stop singing. This is for the people. And I think it's an awesome song. I wish you the best of luck with it. And I'm sure that it is an anointed song. And I'm sure you're going to go very far with that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. And I appreciate that.
All right. Well, listen, I'm sorry we came to the end of our show, but I enjoyed having you on. Know that you have an open invitation to come back. If you're ever in Miami, stop by the studio and come to an interview in the studio with us.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be glad to do it.
All right. Well, thanks again for that interview. I really appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
All right. All right, folks. We had two dynamite gospel artists on today. And hey, listen, that's just a favor of God. I want to remind you, I'm here every Saturday at 4 o'clock. Can also be heard on the internet at WNNradio.com. Keep those dials set to AM 1470. I'll be back next week.